Hi all, so let's talk about device alerts for your Microsoft Teams devices. Within Microsoft Teams, we have the ability to come into our rules and we have a device state rule. So this is alerts when the device health is detected as offline or critical. And we can send that to a channel, for example. So let's go in and create a new channel here and add channel, and we'll call it Teams Devices Alerts, for example, standard channel. And away we go. So now this is a location where we can monitor this channel, for example. So let's come into our platform here and let's go and edit this rule. So you can see a lot of features are grayed out because you can't change them, but we can choose we want offline critical, either or, and we can choose our users. So let's put the device behind me, pit lane, and let's look for that in our directory, pit lane. Okay, so that device will now be monitored. And we could do a webhook or we can do a channel. So let's put it into a channel. Let's look for my channel, Teams device alerts, apply, and let's make that active. So now what will happen is when that device is critical or offline, it will then create an alert. Now let's turn that device off. Beauty of a power plug, we can simply turn that off. The time now is 8 o'clock and we'll see when that kicks in. With Neat Pulse, we also have a new option for the ability to do webhooks. So under our settings, alerts and events, we can now create some rules. So we can name the rule Teams Devices Alerts, and we can choose the connection status, so online, offline, and also the Microsoft Teams sign-in status. So we can select both, and we can then choose our adaptive cards for Teams. But we need a webhook URL. So within our Teams channel, we can add webhooks. And that's done through workflows. And we can look at all the templates, for example, to get updates, for example. So let's search for a webhook. So we want to send a webhook alert to a channel and Teams device alerts. And what this will do will create me this URL. So I simply copy this web link. I go back to Neat Pulse. I paste that in. And you can see we have a test button here as well. So let's just close this. So you can see it hasn't updated that device yet. It's 3 minutes past. So now I'll do a test. It looks good. Let's have a look. There we go. Event received. This is an event test. So that now is connected to Pulse. So let's create that alert. Very simple. And all these alerts are also logged in the event log. So this is a really super simple way of doing things. And let's see it in action. So it's now 5 past and that still hasn't come through from the Teams devices. So we look at our devices, Android, pit lane. So it's not showing as offline. Refresh details. So let's jump back to Pulse. And obviously we want to make sure this alert is active. So it's now active. And let's turn the device on. So while this boots up, let's see how long it takes. So first it will obviously boot up the operating system, start up Microsoft Teams, sign into Teams, and then alert Pulse that it's back online. So there we are, back online, and we can check Neat Pulse. Go to our devices, and it's still showing us offline. So we give it a couple of seconds, and then that will appear online. There we go. It's had a disconnected alert, port 50. So device connected. And what we have here is a direct link to take us to that device. So first it's showing us it's offline, and then it's going to register it online in a second when it's back there. So it's really handy to have that jump from here, which is good. So we can see that the device has connected, and also the device is signed into Microsoft Teams. So we can get the device state so you know if the device is signed in. So that's a really nice feature. Pulse alerts. And we still don't yet have the alert from Teams Admin Center. That's still not running. Let's double check. Was it set to on? Yep. Active. I wonder is a webhook a little bit quicker? Got the webhook address. Let's get the webhook address for here again. Next. Yes, I can. We go to next. Copy. So now let's paste that in there as well. Save. Great stuff. So let's see if that is quicker. So what we'll do is just give it a simple reboot. Let's go into the device. Restart from here. Remember, it's restart from Pulse is instant. I don't need to wait. We'll tack. So we can see it's disconnected. That's a pretty quick state that it's disconnected from the Pulse tenant. I'm no workflow template expert, but I guess you could design this however you may feel like it. So now it's signed back in. Let's just content share coming through. Stop that. There we go. It's connected. So it's pretty quick in terms of the updates from Pulse to our webhooks, for example, in Teams. Now let's totally break it. Let's say someone managed to sign the device out. There's been a blip or, an issue with Intune. So the device has signed out. There you go. Instant, more or less. The device is signed out. So that's really cool. Using the webhooks alerts from Pulse, and there's more to come. It does require the Pulse paid plan using the APIs and webhooks. So if you haven't got it, we can set your trial. Any questions, let us know.